From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. It's what we do.
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be juicy.
Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you for watching our show. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. How you doing? Smashing. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. So I have to get to this, okay? So we all know Ocean's 11, correct? Yes. Okay, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, the rest. Well, now they're making an all-girls versions of Ocean's 8. And well, first of all, does an all-girls version need to be made? It's like when they made the Black Honeymooners or the Black Odd Couple. And I'm like, everything doesn't need to be remixed to be something that it wasn't to be originally. But okay, all right, all girls, Ocean's 8. So now what do we have? Rumors swirling of girl fights. This is what I hate, all right? Because I know men fight too. But Anne Hathaway and Cate Blanchett are in this. Reportedly, they are going to blows. They don't speak on the set. They both won Oscars. You know, one is younger, one is older. No, don't laugh at... I'm not saying the older thing like a bad thing. I mean, we just showed you all how Jennifer Lopez... Well, we just showed you how Mark Anthony left his 24-year-old girlfriend after kissing his ex-wife, Jennifer Lopez, twice his age. So you all will stop with that ageism thing. But I can say that, you know, I don't know that these women are fighting. We can only believe 50% of what we hear. What happens is when you hear women fighting, we tend to, even as women, tend to believe it. And then we don't even think twice about men fighting. Like, I'll bet you Clooney fought with Pitt over something or another while they were filming, but we didn't hear that. We don't hear that, like, you know, Foxy Brown and Little Kim fighting. You know, or maybe a fight between a Salt and a Pepper. Or something. Or Nicole and a Paris. They make girl fights out to be, they, including us, we're guilty of that as well. Suzanne, what?
Yes. Yeah.
What the curl?
I
is
know,
going-
right? Look at this. Girls.
What?
Just wanted to change it up today. Just changing it up.
So you sit in your office, not a cubicle, by the way, not a cubicle.
Nice big office.
She closes the door. You plug in your curling irons.
Some wand we gave away here. And I just, yep, curl it up.
I like it, Suzanne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyway, But I think that what we tend to think, even as women, is women fighting is somehow more fascinating and sexier. We're all guilty. For the love of goodness, there are other women on this set, including Sandra Bullock. Oh, she's the main star. Okay, and then you've got Mindy Kaling. Now you know Mindy from the Mindy Project. Okay, and now and Rihanna is in it too. Yeah. Now, Anne Hathaway, years ago, you went through a really, really bad situation in public favor during the Devil Wears Prada after that particular period where people didn't really like you. They thought that you were a big shot, and you got your Oscar and you slunked off, and now you're back. So we want to be nice to you, you know? But let me tell you something, Anne. You approach Rihanna with that attitude and see where it's gonna get you. Okay? By the way, even if you approach like Mindy is a woman who, she started off, you know, as a production assistant on a show like this. Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, she was also a writer on that show that we like, The Office. Uh-huh. Like, Mindy has earned her bones. And so she knows Hollywood from the behind the scenes all the way up to being in front of the camera working with A-list people on what could be a great movie. So, you know, Anne Hathaway who's the other? And Cate Blanchett. If you girls are fighting, let me tell you something. Mindy and Rihanna are gonna shut that down quick. I am brick cold right now. Now, my one request for this season, it's season 8 of our show, and I know, no. That's not the thing. The thing is that I've requested, please don't make me wear sleeveless during the winter because, you know, my co-hosts feel it. You hear the wind blowing. It's not just cold in here, it's cold with like a southerly wind. Correct? And I'm sitting out here trying to make good. Like it's all good. It's not all good, you all. But I suffer for my craft. Anyway. It'd be nice if other people would suffer along with me, though, and not wear, like, down vests. And cashmere sweaters and things like can you please suffer along?
No, I can't. I can't handle it. I can't.
No, I know. Suzanne, right?
I can't deal with it.
You got 2 kids. If you cough on them,
Yes.
they gotta stay home.
Exactly.
If they gotta stay home, you gotta stay with them.
Exactly.
Which means you missed the show.
Yeah.
No, you won't. Okay? I am huddled in a corner in my chair right now, like, Okay, the Tupac Shakur story and Biggie is coming on TV. Now, a lot of people aren't clapping because we've seen it so many times that we virtually skip over it when we see it now. Am I correct? Yes. So do I. But this is why we all need to watch. I'm gonna tell you why. It's a scripted show. It's titled Unsolved. Well, it still will be unsolved even afterwards. Excuse me, Cashmere. You. What? More than I have on. When I wear sleeveless, you wear sleeveless. Okay?
You don't want to see that.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, so whenever I see all these things with Tupac and Biggie, you know, in the beginning, you know, I would watch everything because I want to know what happened, what had happened. Like, this is my era. This is like, I'm part, you know, I was doing Hot Topics back then. I'm part of the investigative team. But I've gotten to the point now where when I see these specials coming on about these two dearly departeds, I skip over them because I feel like I'm not going to learn anything new. Crime is not solved, and I've got other things to do. Well, this particular story that's coming on will be done by the same people as People versus OJ. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And this story is going to be based on former LAPD detective Greg Cate, who led both investigations. So I'm watching. Because this guy was on both sides of the track, and while there's still no salvation of the murders, it still will be a different story told. And People versus OJ was so good, we were all in. So why not? Unsolved will air on USA Network next year. And I'll remind you of the date. Okay, so now people are really upset at, are you a Star Wars head? No. Clap if you are. Okay. You're Trekkies too then though, right? Okay. Just saying, not judging, I try to catch the temperature of my co-host, that's all. People are pissed that the Star Wars actress Carrie Fisher has exposed her affair with Harrison Ford. Well, you saw this story. Well, now can we talk about it? Okay, this was back in 1976. This is when I cared about... Haven't cared all my life, that's all. You know, I can't, like, Star Wars, Ocean Encounters of the Next... What was it called? Close Encounters of the Next... Right, right. There were certain movies that came out at that time. You know, I'm trying to figure out who I am. Am I a techie? Do I just like the boy who asked me? Or what? Turns out, or what? Anyway, but here's the deal. In 1976, Harrison Ford was married with 2 children and 35, 6, 7, 8 years old. Carrie Fisher, his co-star, a 19-year-old ingenue. Well, now, she says, according to her, during the week, they acted. On the weekends, they were like virtually Mr. and Mrs. Ford. Like she was like his wife, girlfriend, woman thing. Like they were together 7 days a week. 5 days a week was about work. 2 days a week, it was about the okay? And people are upset with her, the Starweckians. I don't know that that's your name, but it's a good one though, right? Starweckians. I feel like you need to leave her alone. She was 19 and this is her story to tell. All right, this is her now. And you know what, Harrison? If you didn't want the story told, you shouldn't have slept with a 19-year-old girl while being married in your mid-30s with 2 children. So now she's telling her story. Big deal. Quite frankly, I'd like to know more. You know, how did everyone on the set react? Did people on the set realize that Harrison Ford, who's married with 2 kids and a wife, was screwing around allegedly with a 19-year-old child? Not to say 19's a child, but I'm trying to make it more dramatic. Because goodness only knows, when we were 19, a lot of us were children, but a lot of us were woman. You know, I'm not offended by this story. You know, he's gone on, he's been married twice since then. This does not affect Callista Flockhart, who is his current wife. This does not affect, you know, their magic and their romantical life and whatnot. This is Carrie telling a story. And if you don't want the story to be told, if it's false, sue. Or shut it down through legalese. If it's true, let it ride and just go with it. You know, that was 3 wives ago, Harrison. But she was 19. What do a 37-year-old and a 19-year-old talk about? So, it is time for our celebrity fan out, the Thanksgiving edition. Hit it. What? Oh. I love you, Doug. I love you back. All right. Our first celeb fan out comes from Bridget S., who watches The Wendy Show on KCOP in Hemet, California. Bridget writes, "Hey, Wendy, how you doing? In the early 90s, I was invited to my friend's house for Thanksgiving when I got a chance to hang out with Vanna White." What? She had just started the Wheel of Fortune, and she was my first celebrity sighting as I had moved to LA. Well, I have to say that you all look like twins. Fabulous. Thank you, Bridget. Love it. Next celeb fan out comes from Mary C., who watches The Wendy Show on KUTP in Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma. We're not doing that again. All right. Hey, Wendy. I went to Atlanta for Thanksgiving one year and ran into T.I.'s wife, Tiny. I went to her nail salon, hoping to run into her, and 20 minutes later, she walked right in. Yes, Tiny. Thank you, Mary. That's a good one. I love it. Okay. Our next celebrity fan out comes from Lori C., who watches The Wendy Show on KMSP in Hastings, Minnesota. And Lori writes, I was working on Thanksgiving, and guess who walked into my store? Because who's walking around on Thanksgiving? Friend to our show, Louis Anderson. Look, he was on his way to his sister's and completely brightened up my holiday visit. We sure are proud of our hometown guy. Thank you, Lori. And hi, Louie. Happy holiday. Our last celebrity fan out comes from Patricia S., who watches The Wendy Show on WAGA in Lithonia, Georgia. Patricia writes, I had to run out for last-minute Thanksgiving ingredients when I ran into Dionne Warwick. Okay? Says, I was in such a rush to get to the store that I was in my pajamas, didn't even brush my teeth. So I was totally unprepared to say, hello. But I'm glad I did, even if I did look a hot mess. Thank you very much, Patricia, all of you all. If you've ever had an encounter with a celebrity, please, sharing is caring. Go to wendyshow.com. Thank you very much. And of course, that music means it's time for Wendy's giveaway, USA. Suzanne, I'm frightened. Come on.
I'm a turkey.
Tom, the turkey?
No, well, the White House pardoned me, so I get to live through Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna get eaten. I'm not gonna be killed.
Is that what happens every year?
Yes, they
at the
pardoned
White House?
one turkey,
One
and I was
turkey?
the one.
Okay, are these, okay, let's get our caller on the phone. Are these turkeys in some sort of distress prior?
Well, no, but...
Hello?
Diane in Ohio, how you doing?
Yeah!
Oh my gosh! Diane, hi! Wendy and Suzanne here. Hello, Cleveland. Hi, Diane. Diane, you watch our show every day, correct?
Yes!
Terrific.
Every day!
On WKYC?
Yes!
Okay, well, let's find out what you're playing for. Go ahead.
All right,
Susan.
Diane, where are you going? In America! Where are you going? In America, Diane! Where are you going? In America! Where are you going? In America!
Hey, Di, have you ever been to Vegas? No? Perfect. Mr. Announcer, no, Diane, relax. You haven't won yet. Mr. Announcer, tell her all about it.
Thanks to our friends at Liberty Travel, we're flying you and a guest to Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. You'll enjoy a 5-day, 4-night stay at the Badara Hotel and Spa. Just remember that whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah!
Okay. Hey, Di. Okay. So you'll have 15 seconds to guess. Your first answer is your only answer. This is going to be easy for you. Come on, Diane. Come on. Monday during Hot Topics, I talked to you about Kanye West going crazy on the stage. What city did I say it happened in? And go! Yes! Enjoy Vegas, Diane. Bye-bye. We've got more great show for everybody. Up next, from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Candy Burruss is in the building. It's a great